What in the world, Bo? What in the world? It's your boy Big Low Country. I hope that everybody out there is doing great tonight. For everyone out there who don't know me, my name is Big Low Country. I'm just an old country boy, former football coach. Love to sit around and talk about sports. Thank y'all so much for coming on and chilling out with us tonight. You could have been anywhere in the world tonight, but you're here with us, and we definitely and greatly appreciate that. So, first of all, you know, if you could make sure that you put a what in the world, Bo, in the comments. Um, just so I can know where we getting the love from. If you could, make sure you put what in the world, Bo, in the comments. Also, if this is your first time chilling out with us, make sure that you share the channel with your friends and family. Hit that subscribe button. And please, please hit that like button. If you hit the like button, promise you I'll dance at your wedding one day. Now, that being said, let's go ahead and chop it on up. Of course, got to show love to everybody that's came in to show love to us. Y'all know how we do. Hold on here. Want to make sure I can see y'all comments here. Got to clean the glasses off, old man style. All right. Oh, okay. That's a lot better. Fran Tizzle came in here and said, "What in the world, Bo? What's going on, Coach? Hope you're doing good, man." He says, "First in this thing, we coming for them, baby. Lamb chops. Lamb chops it is. You already know what time it is, fam. You already know. We definitely gonna be chopping it up about that. We're actually gonna look at some of these numbers. You know, I, we are everybody's heard the stories about Pro Football Focus. Everybody's like, where did they pull these grades from? We're not gonna really look at like the grades at Pro Football Focus, but we're just gonna look at like the actual numbers that they provide to us, basically showing some of the tendencies that they had in the last game. And we're going to kind of see what tendencies we can break moving forward as we face off with these Los Angeles Rams tomorrow. You've seen the question in the title: can the Atlanta Falcons beat the LA Rams? If you're waiting for a big crescendo and a big reveal, there's no need to look in it. Don't look any further. I'm going to go ahead and tell you, we can beat the LA Rams, Bo. Nate Bill said, "What's up, Coach? I hope the Falcons can beat the Rams. Go Bills. Can't wait for Monday night against Tennessee." Man, that's going to be a good game. That's going to be a slobber knocker, Bo. Acuna, young boy. What in the world, Bo? What's going on, fam? Calvin Ridley, he said, "I'm betting that Drake London is going to get his first touchdown in this." We know how inclined you are to roll the dice, Calvin. Just don't make sure that you don't, don't bet the shirt off your back. Don't come out the riverboat with one sock on. Raymond Elder, what's going on, Coach? Got Coach Granddaughter in here showing love. Colors by Keys, much love to you, sis. Devin Brock says, "What in the world, Bo?" From the 504. Much love to you, my family. Hope you're doing good tonight. The kid, Alfonso, Michael Davis, B Tucking. All with the what in the world, Bows. Thank y'all so much for chilling out with us tonight. Dexter Vlad says, "Coach Lowe, Coach Roney, and staff. Hashtag rise up." You already know what time it is. You already know. Traveling Charlie. Definitely. So we got Coach Padre, Coach Roney, Coach Padre on time. What in the world? I guess monkeys do fall out of trees sometimes, boy. I pick it on you, Coach Padre. Pax Paint. Oh, yeah. And by the way, Coach Padre, I finished The Wire. I finally finished The Wire. Great watch. Molly Mall says, "I want to send my condolences to all Falcons fans. I know last week was a funeral." Come on, Molly Mall. The week too, Bo. Well, you got to let it go. Just because y'all slid by the skin of your teeth, you got to let it go. Oh, man. B. Tucker says, Algier time now, Low. Yes. And we're actually going to acknowledge that for everyone who don't know. I hate to break the news to you. Damian Williams, he's on the IR. That's supposed to be your backup running back. Your scat. Bap, bap, that. That's supposed to be your scat back. But, unfortunately, he's on the IR. Coach Wilder says, "What's good, Coach Lowe? It's about that time to pull off this up." Yes. J Mall in here. What in the world, Bo? Much love to you. Colorado Ferguson. Says, what's up, Big Low? How was man? It was great, bro. I ate some pork chops that I grilled yesterday. Ain't nothing better than leftover grill food. So you already know. Trucker Mike in here. Much love to you, man. Definitely, definitely. Antoine said, make sure that y'all thumbs up the show. Yes. False Start Falcons said, hey, Bo, Falcons Nation, let's ride. You already know. Falcons Nation, let's ride. In my Russell Wilson voice. Falcons Nation, let's ride. All right. So let's go ahead. Oh, what's going on, Rashad? Much love to you, fam. What's going on, man? Been a minute, Bo. Been a minute. So, let's go ahead and first of all to get this Superman chat out of the way. Kevin Solomon. What in the world, Bo? All we have to do is follow San Francisco 49ers playbook or even the Buffalo Bill playbook, and we can beat the Candy Yams. But hey, I ain't even knocking it, Bo. I ain't even knocking it. Look, dun dun dun. That's a Superman chat. Much love to you, fam. Much love to you, Deshaun Casewell. What in the world, Bo? What in the world? Appreciate the dun dun, J Mom. So let's go ahead and break it down, right? So y'all know we have to set the stage. It's almost like you writing a movie. Almost like you writing a movie. Coach running with the dun dun. That's what I'm talking about. So it's one of those cases. Los Angeles Rams, Super Bowl champions. They had Thursday night football. First game of the season, laid an egg, fell flat on their face. Buffalo Bills are just too much for them. Meanwhile, on the other side of the spectrum, the Atlanta Falcons came out week one, played good for three quarters, but came short of a dollar. So moving forward, the whole narrative is everybody saying, hey, is it one of those cases where the Los Angeles Rams are going to come out and they're going to be upset by the way that they lost last week? Is that going to be the case? Are the Los Angeles Rams going to come out and just sweep the floor at the Falcons? Another narrative that I've heard, my uncle, he's a Tampa Bay fan. He said, well, look at this, Coach Lowe. Have you ever thought that maybe New Orleans just isn't that good? I'm like, whoa, hold on, Bo. Hold on now. Either way, the narrative around the league, and I don't know if y'all have had a chance to watch NFL Network, but the narrative around the league, guys, either way is that the Falcons just aren't good. Nobody's acknowledging the fact that we put 200 rushing yards up on New Orleans. One of those situations where a lot of nobody's done it in like the last 2.5 years. It's been like 40 games or something like that. Last time somebody put 200 rushing yards up against New Orleans. Nobody's acknowledging that. We got 4 sacks, didn't allow any sacks. Nobody's acknowledging none of that. So we know that this is week 2 in the NFL season and narratives have to be created, right? Narratives have to be created. At the end of the day, we write our own story. So with that being said, tonight what we're going to do is we're going to look at some of these, these numbers and see, well, hey, are the narratives that everyone is creating, are they legit or is it a sandcastle? Y'all might say, what you mean by sandcastle, Coach? Is this something you can just throw water on and it fall apart? I mean, so we definitely need to look in it. Kevin Solomon said, or maybe we are really good and we could change their tune. And this is what I'm saying, Coach Kevin. Maybe that's the case. Arvin says Rams are going to eat some Falcons wings tomorrow. I mean, look, man, shouts out to the Rise Up tour and everybody out there. There's a lot of Falcons out there in LA. They've been partying in the city ever since Thursday. And I heard it. They bought their grill. they finna heat up some lamb chops, bro. I had pork chops yesterday on the grill. They finna put some lamb chops on the grill. I'm just letting you know, Bo. JJ the Great said, "What in the world, Bo? Hello." You gotta put the W. You gotta put the W at the end of it, JJ. But yeah. I mean, so with that being said, is it going to be one of those cases where we actually start to create our own narrative? Coach Waters is in here. He says, Coach Lowe, you're right. They're already saying that the Rams are going to have an easy win. Yeah. Everybody's saying, hey, man, the Rams, you look at NFL Network, everybody's saying, hey, man, the Rams, they're going to get a double-digit victory. What? So you just going to write us off? Everybody also said, everybody here with the hellos. Everybody also said that it's one of those cases where the Seahawks were going to lose by double digits to the Denver Broncos. Hello. That didn't happen. So it's one of those cases, man. Molly Miles says, throw some water on the Falcons because they done turned into an ugly grip. Come on, Coach. Ain't no need for you to talk about Lil Wayne like that. Hey, when you talk about them boys like that. Colors by Key says they about to leave it by some cars like they did at the Dolphins game. Talking about, but what Key's referring to, somebody left a active grill by some cars at the Dolphins game. Caught 3 cars on fire. As an insurance adjuster, I look at that with the utmost dread because I would hate working that claim, trying to figure out whose grill that was and to determine the fault and everything like that. But that's a whole nother story. What's going on, Coach Bridget? Much love to you. Oh man. J Mal says it's a 10.5 point spread, Coach. Nobody thinks that we have a chance. Some people in Vegas are going to be making a whole bunch of money. Oh, Granddad said it was 8 cars. My bad, Coach. It was 8 cars. Somebody in Vegas is going to be making a whole bunch of money tomorrow, Bo. Somebody going to be making a whole bunch of money. Now, look, I do need y'all to do a country boy a favor. Make sure that you hit that like button. Please make sure that you hit that like button. Also, look, if it's one of those cases where you just ready for this doggone Falcons Rams game tomorrow, hit the like button. Also, make sure that you share the channel with your friends and family. Share the channel with your friends and family, Bo, because if I'm not mistaken, I'm looking here. It looks like we have 2,996 subscribers. And if you share the channel with your friends and family, maybe we could get up to over 3,000 by the end of the show. So if you could do that for me, I would definitely appreciate it. Oh man. Ghost Pepper says 2 practice squad elevations, Caleb Huntley and Abdullah Anderson. If Huntley is active over Algier, he said he's gonna laugh his behind off. Look, I don't know. It looks like they might not think that Algier is. They might not think that Algier is that guy. We know what Caleb Huntley's capable of, But I've been hearing people refer to Algier as a touchdown machine, and we're gonna see if that's legitimately the case. Trucker Mike says they're trying to write us off like a tax return, Bo. Hello. They try to write us off, Bo. Acting like we just a tax write-off. Able 2K, what's going on, fam? What in the world? Oh, man. We got Billy White Shoes Johnson in the house tonight. Billy White Shoes Johnson says, smash that like button. Definitely, man. You make sure you keep the white shoes clean. Do the trick that the old Coach Lowe do. Get some of that wood soap. Some of that wood soap. I forgot the name of it, but that wood soap and a good toothbrush, shoot, boy, it'll clean them white shoes up better than anything you ever heard of, boy. You get them things cleaned up, you be like, hello, man, Coach Lowe was right. Coach Water says, Coach, I'm not trying to change the subject, but our dogs looking good. They're gonna be tough to beat. No, coach. You got that. Look, I got the shirt on, coach. They writing us off. Everybody's talking about, oh man, Georgia, they ain't finna be able to stand up against that Crimson Tide. I like, look, man, look, you can think that if you want to. We the champions. You got to beat it. To beat a man, you got to beat the man. Woo! Oh man. So looking back, so like I was saying, looking back, so if you look back at that Los Angeles Rams game last week on Thursday Night Football, that debacle, you know, Los Angeles Rams, they blew our high. We came all ready for Thursday Night Football, starting a new season off. Everybody's all fired up, like, yeah, let's go. By the second quarter, no, because they was tired. They were tired at halftime. By the third quarter, everybody's like, ooh. They were looking rough. They were looking rough. And we know now that we look back at it, the reason why they were looking so rough is because they didn't play their starters in the preseason. And it looked like it. They looked like the Falcons did last year. It looked like the Falcons did last year. So it's one of those cases, guys, where we need to look at it. So, and I'm pretty sure if Nate Bill is in the building, he could probably tell you what did the Los Angeles Rams do or not do to help them lose that game last week for anybody who was watching. Because, I'm going to go ahead and tell you, for one, I'm going to be completely honest with you, I felt like they went to Cooper Kupp too much. It got to the point where they was force feeding them with a funnel, and they just went to the well too many times. Right? Yeah. So not enough. Allen Robinson. I think you looking at that you selfish, coach. Your fantasy guy didn't get the ball. So you being selfish. JGP, what in the world, Bo? What's going on? What's going on, Coach Keith? I hope y'all doing good. Definitely. Coach Keith, Coach Ronnie wants to know what George Pickens is doing because she's trying to decide if she's going to put George Pickens in her starting lineup. She sounds like she's wanting to know just in case she needs to make a move. Oh man. Coach Bridget, she says, why would you start Ritter because of a blown game? It takes a whole team to blow a game, not just one player, and that's true. That's true. I think the Desmond Ritter talk is a little bit too soon. It's a little bit too soon. Let's pump the brakes there, Ghost Rider. Marcus Mariota, for the most part, he played a pretty good game. And like I was saying, we're also going to look at what the Falcons did or did not do in this game on last Sunday to help us lose the game. Uncle Steve's Lounge is in here. He says definitely taking Falcons and that 10.5, coach. Upset special. Birds 24, Rams 20. That's what I'm talking about, Uncle Steve's Lounge is in the house. Man, we chilling out in Uncle Steve's Lounge on a Saturday night. On a Saturday night. Uncle Steve, where your lounge at, bro? You got some moonshine, we might do the show from there. Oh man. Jay in the truck, he says, what in the world, Bo? Word on the street is a college team in Atlanta might be looking for a coach next week. Get your resume ready, coach. You might be getting a call. Hello. Well, look, I if that's the case, I'm gonna have to say, look, now, I got like 3,000 people on the coaching staff, so yeah, I need to make sure that they're paid adequately. Oh. Oh, able 2K said put them in. Keith said put them in too, Coach Rody. They said put them in. Coach Rody, look, she gonna be mad now. She made that move. Oh man. Oh man. So I seen somebody put something up. Let's see here. Let's see. Okay. Bubba Gump said the Rams offensive line downgraded. And Stafford has a bum shoulder, and they don't have any run game. And trust me, I understand they don't have no run game because um uh Cam Akers, he definitely didn't get the ball. So yeah, I mean Darrell Henderson, he didn't look well himself. So I mean, look, that lack of a run game that's gonna end up hurting you after a while. You definitely have to make sure that you could that you can run the ball. Coach Keith says, Coach Roney, might get negative for Pickens, Coach. You're welcome. Kevin says, I believe Pitts is going to have a day in that secondary. I'm finna go ahead and tell y'all this right here. And this might be where you hear it first. Next year, it might be sooner rather than later. Jalen Ramsey finna be moving to safety. He's gonna be moving to safety soon. I would say within the next 2 years, Jalen Ramsey is going to make that conversion over to safety. I'm going to go ahead and say it. All right. So on the Falcons side, I mean, so we know that, you know, they kind of force fed Cooper Kupp the ball a little bit. Jalen Ramsey, he got his jaws burnt off, right? They couldn't run the ball. Now, moving forward, what did the Falcons need to do that they needed to improve on last week? Just looking at it, number one, we need to cut down the turnovers. They need to cut down the turnovers. That's a huge part of it. We can't take our foot off the gas, right? We can't really say nothing about blocking. You know, normally our first answer is, look, we need to protect the quarterback better, but no sacks, you know, limited amount of pressures. You know, I mean, a lot of Kevin said, look, you need to hold on to the dang ball. You need to hold on to the dang ball. Tyler says, hold on. Tyler says, I was listening to you while I was in the hospital, coach. What in the world, coach? What happened to you? Make sure that you let us know that you all right, man. We didn't know that you were sick. Definitely. Granddaughter says, Cup is all the Rams had last week. Allen Robinson was not used. He wasn't. Sanchez though said, "What's going on, Coach? I'm sorry. I'm like, nah, you right on time, bro. You right." J Mall says red zone efficiency is a huge part. He also said those turnovers. Sanchez, he said, how long we've been on for 23 minutes, Coach. We ain't been on too long. Coach Wilder says, Coach, Ramsey played safety before. They moved him to corner when he was at FSU. Yeah, I remember that. That's why I said I think he's going to be going back to safety pretty soon. J Mall says third down conversions. Okay. So, like I said earlier, you know, I was just looking at Pro Football Focus. What's going on, Dex Diggs? What in the world, Bo? I was looking at Pro Football Focus, and I was thinking, I was like, well, you know what? I need to share this with the coaching staff to kind of let the coaching staff know what I've seen whenever I was looking at this. Whenever I was looking at everything. So, like I said, you know, we all know that, you know, Pro Football Focus. A lot of people say, hey, man, where do they get these grades from? You know, everybody says that. Everybody's like, man, where do they get these grades from, Bo? But, you know, for the most part, we're not really looking at the grades, right? We're looking at some of the tendencies that they had last year. Now, we know one thing is that most coaches go with what's presented to them, right? Coach Ronda, can you see that pretty well? I'm sharing my screen right now. Oh, okay. Okay. All right. So one thing that showed up that we definitely need to pay attention to is that the Atlanta Falcons, their pass blocking, they had the third best pass blocking grade for the offensive line in all of the NFL last week. which is definitely a good thing. Um, you can see everything else is pretty much average. Run blocking, it was pretty much average, 62. Coverage, 62, pretty much average. Now, one thing that I want to kind of look at with everybody is, and I don't know if y'all remember we were talking about this. I said, look, man, we need to take shots to win the game, right? Now, if you look at this right here, this is a passing direction depth breakdown. So, this is behind the line of scrimmage. This right here is from 0 to 10 yards, from 10 to 20 yards, and 20 yards and higher. Now, looking at this, is there anything that y'all see that's sticking out to you? Is there anything that y'all see that is sticking out to you? Coach Padre, he said, hey, coach, I just showered off of last week's L, and I feel like Zoe Carter and Arnold Escalator are going to really show up against that Los Angeles Rams front. Arnold Escalator. Okay, Bo. I got you. Dun, dun, dun. That's a Superman chat. Oh my goodness. Coach is crazy. So there anything that y'all see? So one thing I see everybody saying, look, they said short passes galore. Uh D says deep passing was pathetic. Granddaughter said, I see Coach Lowe got a haircut. That sticks out to us. Hello. Coach Wallace says, Coach, tell Coach Ronan do not pick up Pickens. Be mad with herself for doing that. Oh man. Coach Ronan says she's gonna leave him on the bench. Okay. All right. Croc B says, y'all don't take the chances. And I completely agree with you, coach. So you see this. We passed outside to the left one time, incomplete. We passed deep down the middle one time, incomplete. So as you can see, most of the passes were right in front of us. And they say, I'm gonna put it like this right here. That's one thing that a coach kind of schemes up for a quarterback that he's not really trusting all that much. He's like, okay, look, we're just gonna give you the ball, and we're gonna open up a lane for you that's right in front of you. You're gonna run a lot of slants, drag routes, and things like that. So from 0 to 10 yards, 9 out of 11 for 74 yards. You're not going to beat the Los Angeles Rams with those types of numbers, Bo. You're not going to do it. You need to make sure that you push the ball down the field. John Brooks says, Big Low, we're going to be lit on Sunday. Hello, let's go. But yeah, you legitimately can't beat the Rams with that type of production. You got to make sure that you throw the ball downfield. Now, just looking at some of the numbers that he had, so whenever he was kept clean, whenever Marcus Mariota was kept clean, so no pressure, anything like that, he threw 66%. We need that number to come up. When you're clean, you don't got no pressure on you. That means that you got all the time to make the throw that you want to make. So he threw for 215 yards, but we need that completion percentage to be up. Yards per attempt, 7.2. So we look, we definitely need that to come up a little bit. Now, under pressure, 3 attempts, no completions. That's not good. That's not good. We need to make sure that we take care of that. Another thing that I'm looking at here is that whenever he was blitzed, he was only blitzed 4 times, and he completed 3 passes. So the thing is that the Rams, they blitz a little bit more than the Saints do. So if this is an indication of things to come, That's definitely a good thing. Now, the play action to non-play action passes, they're almost even. We ran some. We had 17, 17 straight drop. Well, I'm sorry, 19 straight dropbacks. Um, off of no play action, 18 off of play action. Had better pass completion percentage off of play action. But once again, we need to make sure that we kind of get that completion number up a little bit whenever whenever we don't got that pressure. And I think that we're going to be getting a little bit more pressure this week than we did last week, because I'm going to be completely honest with you. I'm a little bit more worried about Aaron Donald and this Rams front seven opposed to New Orleans. Trucker Mike says we were too conservative, and this is what I kept pushing leading up to the game. Y'all remember I said, look, if we can hit on 2 or 3 shots, that's going to change the whole flow of the game for us. And we just didn't hit on them. But you're gonna miss all the shots that you don't take, Bo. You're gonna miss all the shots that you don't take. Tyler Cunningham says, if y'all offense look tomorrow, how y'all looked against us last week, y'all got a shot, coach. I definitely appreciate that, man. See, that's respect right there. That's respect. That's respect. Grandizer said, look, the weather shouldn't be a factor because we're playing in the dome. Sergeant King came in here. Sergeant King says, what's popping, Big Low? He said, rise up. That's what he spelled rise up wrong. Deshaun says, Coach, I just subscribed. What in the world, Bo? Thank you so much for subscribing, man. Y'all make sure that y'all welcome Coach Deshaun to the coaching staff. Definitely, man. Definitely. Wolf Day. He says, we getting that W. You already know what time it is, Bo. We coming in here. We ready. You already know. Now, let's look at some of the other numbers that we have up underneath this team report. So let's look at that rushing direction number. So I don't know how many of y'all have been around football, but basically, I'm just going to explain the whole numbers to you. So the left side of the center, that's called the odd side. The right side of the center, that's called the even side. So if you hear me referring to the odd side and the even side, everything from this side over is odd. So this is the 1 hole, 3 hole, 5 hole, 7 hole. Over here, this is 2, 4, 6, and 8. Right? So one thing that I want to look at in regards to what we got on this one here is that I just kind of want to see how often we were running on all different sides. So just taking a look here, looks like Cordero Patterson, but man, they spread it around pretty evenly, actually. Looks like we were running a little bit more of that outside zone because you can see we ran off that right tackle 6 times, ran off that left guard 5 times for 20 yards. Okay. Right tackle for 40 yards and right end for 52 yards. So, I mean, it's to be completely honest with you guys, it looks like we run the ball pretty much all over the place, which is definitely a good thing. Let's see here. This right here, this basically is just looking at all the grades that they gave everyone. One of the reasons why the offense looks so much better is because, I mean, I hate to be that guy, guys. One of the reasons why the offense looks so much better is because Jalen Mayfield wasn't on the field. He wasn't on the field, Bo. so I mean, you see that Elijah Wilkinson, he had a really good pass blocking grade. Didn't allow no hurries, no hits on the quarterback, no sacks. The only person that allowed a hit on the quarterback was our most tenured guy, and Jake Matthews. Well, no, I'm sorry, it wasn't even a hit, it was just a hurry. So look, out of all our starting offensive linemen, looks like we're pretty much good to go. Well, I'm sorry, Caleb McGarry, he did allow a hurry as well. But I mean, as far as the pass blocking, we're in there like swimwear, Bo. Now, one thing that I definitely want to pay attention to, and this is the run blocking numbers, and once again, you know, how can you really can't put too much stock into the PFF numbers. But I just wanted to show y'all, of course, Chris Lindstrom. That's probably our best run blocking offensive lineman. Um, you know, so it's one of those cases where I see Marcus Mariota got in here for run blocking as well. Somebody must have had to bounce one back or something. But so my question to y'all is, on the offensive side of the ball, and this is the whole beauty of the coaching staff. On the offensive side of the ball, what do you feel like we need to do better to, make sure that we take this thing to the next level and beating these Rams tomorrow? What do y'all feel like we need to do? I definitely want to know. Coach Wallace, he said, welcome, Deshaun. Definitely, man. Definitely. Thank you so much for chilling out with us. Deshaun said, thank you. Coach Terry Arts404 said, what's up, Coach? Hopefully you hit that 3,000 tonight. Oh, yeah, definitely, man. We hope so. Hopefully, if everybody shares the channel with their friends and family who are Falcons fans, we could go ahead and, well, not just Falcons fans, just football fans. Just football fans. But yeah, definitely, man, definitely. Coach Padre said, hey, Coach, did the stream freeze or was it just me? I don't know. Can you still see me, Coach Ron? Oh, okay. It might just be you, Coach Padre. Coach Pepper says, look, man, he's doing a great job on the bench where he belongs. Talking about Jalen Mayfield. Kevin Solomon said, well, one thing is that we need to get Kyle, and I completely agree with you, Bo. I completely agree with you. We need to get Kyle Pitts the ball. Sergeant King says we need to play all 4 quarters. King Kell says a score when we get in the red zone and no turnovers or bad snaps. Man, y'all are just coming with the heat tonight. Y'all stay on top of it. What's that? K said we need to stay dangerous. We don't need to get dangerous, then cool off. We need to stay dangerous. Brent Day says, is there any other team in the NFL that you feel comfortable playing from behind and still feel confident that you could come back and beat more than the crap like the Falcons? Who that? Oh boy, you feel yourself, ain't you? We let y'all back in and you feeling yourself. Reese Cup, he says, a big day tomorrow. Let's hope we both take these W's. Definitely. Coach Wallace says, Coach Lowe, we have come a long way from where we started. Yes, we definitely have. Matt Dirty said we need to pressure Stafford. We need to pressure Stafford. Any quarterback, you need to get pressure on. Ray says, rise up, baby. Raymond Elder says, deep shots. We need to stretch the defense. We need to stretch them out, Bo. Ain't no need in playing no games. Coach Wallace says he think we just need to finish the 4th quarter. Yes. Let's get it, GA. He came in here to chime in. What in the world, Bo? Hope you're doing good, fam. Hope you're doing good. Now, this is, well, you know what? I'm actually gonna go to a different screen to actually talk about the coverages and everything. But one thing that I did want to acknowledge is that when it comes to the coverage side of it, look who had the best grades on the defensive side of the ball. Number 1, Michael Walker. Number 2, Rashad Evans. Your linebackers. Your linebacker core definitely played ball last Sunday. And look, we're gonna need everybody to bring it this week. Because I'm gonna go ahead and tell you something, especially our secondary. The secondary has to be on point. They have to be on point. And I'm just gonna let you know, as a as a coach, how I would be approaching this situation. This right here, this is just Drake London's numbers on the depth that he ran his routes. So basically, as you can see, from that 10 to 20 yard range, which is what we were kind of expecting from Drake London. Caught one pass on the left side, 13 yards, one in the middle for 31 yards. He caught that one on the right for 15 yards. Caught one from 0 to 10 yards on the left side, one in the middle for 9 yards. So, I mean, look, if we stretch the field out, Drake London will definitely be involved in that as well. We just need to get that one-on-one coverage, which is definitely important. As you can see, Kyle Pitts, he actually had both targets that were the 20 and over yardage. So he was the only one that took the deep shots. But unfortunately, he couldn't pull him in. The only catch that he did have, the only two catches that he had were in the middle of the field from 0 to 10 yards. So, let's be honest, guys, that's just something that we have to get better at. Now, I do want to look at the Los Angeles Rams and kind of see exactly what we got going on with them. Because, it's important to look at your competition, right? It's definitely important to look at your competition. Look, I do need y'all to do a country boy favor. Make sure that you hit that like button. If you're excited for the game tomorrow, make sure that you hit that like button. Calvin really said, "Hey man, they did my boy Drake wrong." Eduardo Mendoza, I think Eduardo, he didn't pass his math class because he got LA greater than Atlanta. He don't know what the greater than he don't know what the greater than side means, Coach Rody. Much love to you, Eduardo, man. Thank you for chilling out with us. Oh man. Coach Waller says, and we need to take care of the ball in the red zone and not turn it over. Take the points and take those points off the board. I completely agree with you, Coach. Completely agree with you. Definitely. Y'all make sure y'all welcome Eduardo. Definitely. Be kind. What's going on, fam? Hope that you're doing good. Now, let's take a look at what the Rams got going on their side. So, I'm sorry, babe. What you say? Okay. So, Coach Ronnie, she said, I haven't asked one of the famous 1-2 questions. So, I'm going to tell you. Let me ask y'all. Do you feel like the biggest component for the Atlanta Falcons winning this game, if you feel like them taking those deep shots, to have those explosive plays, is the most important, put a 1 in the chat. If you feel like, they need to continue, because I've seen a few people in the chat say, hey, we need to continue to run the ball consistently and not stop running it. You feel like they need to just keep running the ball and keep running the same offense like we had, put a 2 in the chat. I want to know what y'all are thinking. Definitely. So if you feel like we need some more explosive plays, put a 1 in the chat. But if you think we need to just run the ball, put the 2 in the chat. Let me know what y'all think. Jarvis said, I heard that cursing you were doing yesterday. What in the world? What is Jarvis talking about? What are you talking about, Bo? Oh, my goodness. So let's see. Millie Mills, Kevin Solomon, Bridget, King Kell, Be Kind. They all think we need to just keep doing what we were doing last week. Coach Roney, Cole, Pancho Villa, Grandizer. They all think we need to just keep running the ball. Okay, Jarvis. He feels like we need to just keep running the ball. Just do what we were doing. Jermaine said, look, we need to take more shots. Mr. TR said, hey, we need to stretch this thing out. Eduardo said, "Hey man, it's all love, fam. I got love for ATL. When it comes to sports, it's always LA. LA on top. Much love to you, Bo. Well, I appreciate you for chilling out with us. Definitely. Make sure that you come back for the post game show because look, we keep the same energy. Abel. Abel says 2. They need to just keep running the ball. Francisco says 1. Spread the ball out a little bit more. Look, man, you need to treat the ball like it's peanut butter. Like you need to treat the ball like it's peanut butter. Spread that thing out, Bo. Don't nobody hate eating a peanut butter jelly sandwich when the peanut butter ain't at the corner of the bread. Don't you hate that? Don't you hate it? Yes. You don't want to bite into that corner of the bread and that thing dry. You need to treat the you need to treat the ball like it's peanut butter. Spread that thing around. Bottom all says 2. Keep running that same mistake off it. Wait the ball. Wait volleyball. He can't answer the question without hate. Raven Elder says, I want more deep shots, but running game goes a long way. So I'll say 2. Definitely. Edward says 2. Coach Wild says 2. Says we need to take what defense gives us. Okay. Now, Coach Wallace, I'm sure that you would agree, though. While we were there, we seen there were people running up the field. Nobody behind them, no safeties. We just didn't take the shots. Ghost Pepper says 2. Running the ball successfully opens up the entire offense. Coach Padre, he says 2. Everything Atlanta says 2. Run the ball will open up our passing game. Our receiver core is not the strongest. Okay. I mean, so it looks like everybody, maybe the old coach just jumping off the ledge. You know, I just want to spread this thing out. I'm ready to take shots, Coach. On, you know, I want to take shots like Lil John. I want to take shots like Lil John and Pitbull. Cool, buddy. What in the world, Bo? Keanu Neal can't cover Keanu. What in the world? What's going on with you? Oh man. Padre says, gotta be 2. Mariota seemed unsettled on deep shots. Like he wants to do it, but he feels like he should. And look, you know, that's one thing that Coach Ronan helped me realize that if something just don't feel right, you probably shouldn't do it. You probably shouldn't do it, but just leave it alone. His body was telling them no. He was like, nah, I don't need to do that. All right. So just looking at what your boy Matthew Stafford did last week. So he took let's see, a total of 4 shots for 20 plus yards. He completed 2 of them. Both of them were for 23 yards. Once again, he did most of his work in the middle of the field in that 0 to 10 yard range. Got 81 yards there. But check this out, guys. And this is something that we might need to look at. So he had 9 attempts behind the line of scrimmage. So that's your screens and plays like that. So that means that your linebackers need to be on it. They need to make sure that they keep everything in front of them because, I mean, out of all the passes he completed, and let me see, I could take a look here and verify the total amount of passes that he attempted. Let's see. So last week, Matthew Stafford attempted 41 passes, and 9 of them were behind the line of scrimmage. So what that's telling me is that 25% of his passes were behind the line of scrimmage. That's a huge number. So I don't know if it's one of those cases that, once again, like I was saying, he didn't play in the preseason, and like someone mentioned earlier, he's having some issues with that shoulder, right? So with that being said, I mean that's something that we definitely have to pay attention to. Deshaun Caswell or Coswell, he says 1 and 2. And I think I'm kind of where you at, Deshaun. I still think we need to make sure we take those shots. I still think we want to take those shots. Definitely. Son of Nat Turner James says, "Hey, Big Low, you had the same energy you had last week." What were you guys saying about those Saints not being on top of the South? Where the Falcons fans had it week 2. We got 90 people in here, boy. Look, we ready. We ready. Yes, of course. And you know what? And you should applaud us for having the same energy that we had last week, Bo. Oh man. What's going on, DJ ATL? Much love to you, Bo. Thank you so much for chilling out with us tonight, man. Thank you so much. Y'all make sure y'all welcome DJ ATL in here, Bo. Definitely. Make sure that y'all do. Eduardo says, you're a good guy. You're a good Falcons creator. Oh, look, well, thank you so much, my family. Thank you so much. You don't know how much that means to me. But look, it's not just me. It's everybody that you see in here. Everybody that you see watching this video, they're a part of the coaching staff. So, and the thing is that I'm not just an Atlanta Falcons content creator. I talk about it all, Bo. If it interests me, then we've been to chop it up. But definitely, man, welcome. So yeah, I mean, that's one big thing that I see about Matthew Stafford. I'm seeing that it's looking like, he that shoulder might be a legitimate issue. I don't see him taking no deep. Because the thing is, Matthew Stafford, he's taking shots. He's taking shots like a college girl on a Saturday night, right? But and a big part of why he probably wasn't taking as many shots is because of that offensive line. That offensive line probably wasn't doing what they needed to be doing to allow him to take those shots. Let's take a look and see what the offensive line did. So the pass blocking, as you can see here, it looks like the running back was the best pass blocker. But you see, the tackle, Joseph Noteboom, the one who, they said came in to replace Whitworth, he allowed 3 sacks himself. David Edwards, he allowed 2 sacks. Brian Allen allowed a sack. Havenstein, he allowed a sack, and he allowed 3 hurries. So, I mean, look, this offensive line definitely didn't look good. But the question is it the Rams offensive line, or were the Bills just that dominant? That's the question, guys. That's the question. So I got another 1-2 question for you. If you think that we could generate the same kind of pressure that the Buffalo Bills did, okay, Coach Wallace told me that it's his elbow, not his shoulder. Thanks so much, Coach Wallace. So if you feel like the Atlanta Falcons can create the same kind of pressure that the Buffalo Bills did, if you do feel like that's the case, put a 1 in the chat. If you feel like, we might produce slightly less or not even close to that, put a 2 in the chat. I want to know what y'all are thinking. So if you feel like we could generate the same kind of pressure as the Bills, put a 1 in the chat. Val says, Big Low, I'm a Saints fan, but I love your commentary. Well, thank you so much, Val. Much love to you. I appreciate that. Devin C in here says, who that Big Low? Well, I'm sorry. Devin C said, rise up. He just spelled it wrong. He says, just finished up the last piece of that 10 to 26 cake. And boy, it was good. Come on, Coach. You ain't got to rub it in. Much love to you, man. Much love to you. Raymond Elder said, we ready. We ready to blow another lead. I don't know about you, but that ain't what I'm ready for. Oh, man. DJ ATL says, tomorrow afternoon, I really want to see all offense get going real quick. Hey, I definitely agree with you. I feel like the offense has a chance to do something special, man. Millie Mills, he thinks that we could generate the same kind of pressure. Grandizer, Coach Terrell Artist, 404, Madden God, thinks we could generate the same kind of pressure. Coach Ghost Peppers, Coach Wallace says, I think it was the Rams offensive line. He thinks that we could generate the same pressure. Everything ATL, Mr. TR, Coach Bridget, our defensive specialist, Coach Bridget, definitely got it. Look, she knows. Oh, Keanu Neal, he played defense for the Falcons many moons ago. Raymond Elder, DJ ATL, Reese Cup, they all think that the Atlanta Falcons could generate the same kind of pressure that the Buffalo Bills did. Kevin Solomon said that their offensive line is Swiss cheese. Fran Chisel says Arnold Escalator is going to. He says Arnold Escalator is going to be getting to him, Bo. JJ the Great agrees. Calvin really says, one, we got to get going early, so they can't blame it on no preseason. And look, I definitely agree with you. Eduardo says, I'm going to say one because our O-line is not that good. Now, Eduardo, there's one thing that I do want you to know, though. And basically what that is that one thing that we have to acknowledge is that most of those pressures and those sacks that the Atlanta Falcons got were the result of blitzing. Once again, most of those sacks and that pressure that the Atlanta Falcons got was the result of blitzing. We had to blitz to get pressure on the quarterback. So with that being said, if the Rams are better at picking up blitzes, and if Matthew Stafford is able to get the ball out of his hands quick enough, I mean, we just seen that, most of his passes were 10 yards or less. If that's one of those cases, we all know that you can't be in two places at one time, right? So that's something that we definitely got to keep in mind. Big J says, he said, I'm going to put one in here, Big Low, because everybody else is. I like the logic, Coach. I like the logic. Oh, man. Keanu Neal, he says, ATL defense will be top 15 this year. Hey. Man, there was a very handsome, very knowledgeable guy who said that. He said, man, Atlanta Falcons defense, they could be top 15 or top 10 this year. Who said that? Oh, man. DJ ATL said, so we need to blitz more and more and more to make sure that we take things to the next level. Okay. Coach Wallace says, Coach Lowe, no, we got 2 of those sacks with just rushing 4 up front. Okay. Now, you understand that with our front, because we run that eye front, that's still a variation of blitzing, though, right? Because we're not bringing just 3, we're bringing 4, right? So I mean, we got to remember that. We got to remember that. But the question is, and we can ask Terry Artist 404 this question: can this Atlanta Falcons defense be as dominant as them Georgia Bulldogs who looked against South Carolina today? Go Dogs! You already know what time it is. Oh man, I just had to put that one in there. All right, so Cooper Kupp, as y'all can see, he's all over the field. But the thing is that all those passes that he caught, 4 of those passes were behind the line of scrimmage. 4 of those passes behind the line of scrimmage. Then he caught 6 passes, 0 to 10 yards, 4 in the middle of the field, 2 on the right. Now, the thing is that he's all over the field, right? He's all over the field. Most of the time we're going to run that cover 3. Our corners, they don't travel. Now, I'm eager to see if AJ Terrell is going to travel. This is where we're going to really determine. Everybody's going to see how great AJ Terrell is. Yes, he let some big plays go last week. He definitely did. But look, man, at the end of the day, great players always rebound, right? So we're going to legitimately see exactly what we got going on moving forward. Now, rush defense, As a matter of fact, I want to look at another facet on here to kind of show y'all something else that I was looking at in regards to this Falcons game tomorrow. Let's see here. Where is it at? Okay. So one thing that I was looking at, guys, is so basically this screen right here. So this screen, basically what it is it just breaks down the matchup between the two teams. So as you can see here, you have Atlanta. The team is Atlanta, and it shows our offensive line against their defensive line, right? Now, with that being said, it puts the grades from both teams and determines like who has an advantage. So with that being said, it's like, they said that the Falcons had a 26% pressure rate last week. That's what our offensive line allowed. I didn't see that. I didn't see that myself. But one thing is saying is that, so basically it's saying, so the higher the number, they're saying the better the matchup would be against the other team. So as far as our pass blocking against their defensive line, it's saying that we're not going to fare too well, basically. It's saying they don't think we're going to be looking too good. Okay, Coach Waller said that AJ Terrell did travel against Thomas last week. Okay. Because I know normally with that cover 3, and like I said, whenever you're at the game, there's so many things going on, you can't really tell what's going on. So, but they're saying they don't think we're going to be able to fare too well with the pass game. Run game, it's a little bit better, but it's still in the negative. Now, last week, this is what we had. So, before anyone touched any of our running backs, they got 1.38 yards. And then after that, so basically, our offensive line is pushing them back, and nobody touched Cordero Patterson until he got 1.38 yards up the field. Now, they're saying that Los Angeles Rams were getting in contact with the other person's running backs 1.13 yards up the field. Now, once again, is there validity in that? I don't know. I just wanted to show y'all this because I thought it was a pretty cool number. And once again, we're only 1 weekend, so we don't know what the case is going to be. Now, as you can see, they got 27%. They think that they think that the Los Angeles Rams offensive line is going to be successful against our defensive line and our pass rushers. We're going to see. Now, we seen how well we did against Alvin Kamara last week. So we came in contact with him 1.51 yards up the field. So once again, do with it, do what you want to do with it. But I just wanted to show y'all those numbers, right? So we'll see what, we'll see how it unfolds whenever we get there. Oh man, AJ Evans says maybe Casey Hayward will get. Oh yeah, man. I think all of these guys are going to get better. Traquan says y'all lost. Oh, what? We know we lost both. We ain't worried. We focusing on the Rams right now. That's what we focused on. Oh man. 80s baby. He said, hey man, that boy Patterson is a dog. I can't lie. Oh my goodness, boy. Oh my goodness. Cordero Patterson is no joke. B. Khan says, so what else you gonna do? No pass, no run, tiptoe. Oh my goodness. Coach Wallace says, "Well, look, Coach, I don't think Donald have the help out there in that front four that he had with Von Miller." And I agree with you, Coach. I feel like they're kind of still going off of last year. So once again, it's like we create our own narratives. So I have not seen your cone, Coach Ronnie. You ain't gonna do me like you did the scissors, are you?
Scissors? What are those?
Oh man. But yeah. I mean, it's one of those things. Acuna young boy says Cocker Spaniel Patterson. What in the world? Oh my goodness. But yeah. I that was just one thing that I wanted to show y'all. I was like, man, you know what? I need to show the coaching staff this right here. Now there was something else that I wanted to kind of review with y'all to see. I think I want to look at the wide receiver and cornerback matchups. That's what it was. So basically, this right here, it kind of shows, who has an advantage over the other teams. So just looking at this, it's saying Devontae Adams. Basically, he's saying Devontae Adams is going to burn the Arizona Cardinals draws off. basically, it's saying if you got Devontae Adams tomorrow, go ahead and go in. But as you can see, they got Cooper Kupp. They're saying that he has an advantage against us, and I think that it's just one of those cases where they're looking at the blown coverages that we had last week and things like that. But we can actually break this down to individual matchups, and let's filter it down to the team. Filter it to the Falcons. So they're thinking Brian Edwards has the best, and this is just for the wide receivers against the cornerbacks. They think Brian Edwards has the best matchup. They said that they think he'll be able to take better advantage of the other team more than Drake London or Olamide Zaccheaus. So that's one. I mean, that's something that we're going to see. I mean, they're still not giving him that good of a grade. They just said he's going to do average. They said Drake London's going to be below average, but Drake London showed us behind last week. So it's like we can't really go off that, Bo. And then here. All right. And basically they're saying that against a D Alford, Cooper Kupp, and Allen Robinson, they think that he will pretty much go off, but they think that he just has a good shot against AJ Terrell and an average shot against Casey Hayward. So, it's one of those things, guys. It's one of those things. So on defense, what do you think we need to really look out for when it comes to the Los Angeles Rams? I'm going to be honest with you guys. I just know how coaches think. Just being completely honest with you, Sean McVay is going to try to run the ball. Sean McVay is going to try to establish the run early, and he's going to try to run the ball. Don't believe. I'm going to go ahead and book it. I mean, how many times did they run the ball last week? Let's take a look. All right. Cam Akers ran the ball 3 times. Brandon Powell. He ran the ball once. Darrell Henderson ran the ball 13 times. For a grand total of 52 yards. So they ran it, let's see, 18 times total. They're going to run the ball at least 23 times tomorrow. At least 23 times. They're not trying to get put in the same position they were in last week. They're not. And don't be surprised if you don't see a bunch of heavy fronts. So I'm going to go ahead and tell you, it's going to be one of those cases where, you know, they're going to be pretty methodical about taking their shots. And this is basically based off of what I see. This is based off of what I see. So it's just one of those things. Just one of those things. Wait, old T Dirty in here. What's going on, T Dirty? Much love to you, fam. Much love to you. Coach Waller says, I don't think Cup will have 100 yards receiving tomorrow. You know what? That's a good question for the chat. If you feel like Cooper Cup is going to have 100 yards receiving tomorrow, put a 1 in the chat. If you feel like it's one of those cases where he's going to come up short, put a 2 in the chat. I honestly feel like it's going to be one of those cases where he's going to try to get Allen Robinson a little bit more involved. He might take a couple of shots to Cooper Cup, but I think he's going to get Allen Robinson a little bit more involved in the passing game this week. Because like I said, once again, they haven't really worked together. And also, if it's one of those cases where, you're trying to find a way to express yourself because you're so excited for this game tomorrow, make sure that you hit that like button. I promise you. If you hit that like button, and if you invite me, I promise you I'll dance at your wedding one day. I promise you I'll dance at your wedding one day. Grayson Patterson said, oh yeah, Cooper Cup, he going for that bug. Cool, your young boy says Cooper Cup getting 100 yards. Coach Wallace, he said he gonna stand by it. He don't think he is. JJ the Great Ghost Pepper says, oh yeah, Cooper Cup, he finna get that. He's finna get that hundo. Molly Mall, he said he don't think he gonna get it. Eduardo just says, cool. AJ Evans says, I feel like Higbee will get more chances. Coach Bridges says 2. Matthew Stafford will be on his back most of the game. Devin C says he thinks Cooper Cup ain't gonna get 100. Val says Tom Brady should have retired. He's gonna have a hard time tomorrow. Rise up. You spell rise up wrong, Val. Grandizer thinks Cooper Cup. I ain't gonna lie to you. I think Cooper Cup finna go for that book tomorrow. I think he is. I think so. Raymond Elder says 1. Most of it will be in the fourth quarter with a choking style. Coach Terror Artist 404 says, hey man, yeah, Coop's finna get that hundo. T Dirty says, Bo, I hit that like button. He said, I hit that like button like you hit that baby goldfish. Where in the world? Man, you didn't get that hate out your heart, T Dirty. Just because I'm pulling in a big bass. Keelan says, we need to shut Marshall Faulk down immediately. Double Isaac Bruce and jam Torrey Holt at the line. You still a 2003 ball. Oh my goodness. You still in 2003. Oh man. But yeah, man. Yeah, I was like, you know what? I need to share some of this information with the coaching staff to see what they would think about it. Because, even though we know you still have to play the game and everything, I just want everybody to see exactly how Pro Football Focus completely and utterly disrespect the Atlanta Falcons. We only played one game, and let's be honest, we should have won that game. But this is how they do us, Bo. This is how they do us. This is how they do us. But team grades, they got us tied for 17th, defense 20th, offense 14th. And once again, these are the team grades. So, you can only do what you got. Oh man. They said, so check this out, guys. They said that Cordero Patterson has a 3% chance to rush for 100 yards. 3% chance, guys. What in the world? What in the world? This is ridiculous, boy. All right, let's look at Pro Football Focus projected box score. Okay, so I said Marcus Mariota gonna have 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Say he's gonna get sacked 3.4 times for 254 yards. I said Cordero Patterson is gonna have 35 yards. What in the world? This is ridiculous. It said Pitts is gonna have 4 catches for 59 yards. This, this is you talk about the disrespect. Let's look at the Rams. It said Matthew Stafford is going to have 283 yards, 2.5 touchdowns, zero point 0.7 interceptions. I think Daryl Henderson is going to run for 61 yards on us. They think Cooper Kupp is going to get 93 yards. I would love to see what his projected um his percentage to get 100 yards is. Let's see if we can check up on that. But this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Hold on, guys. It said Cooper Kupp has a 42% chance to get 100 yards, guys. What in the world? What in the world? The disrespect is real. 80s baby said everybody hit that like button for Big Low, aka Big L. He is cool people though. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. But the disrespect is real. Disrespect is real. The disrespect is real. Eduardo said Gurley's gonna have 1,000 yards tomorrow. Y'all living in the past. Y'all are living in the past. So everybody, if you could give me what's everybody's score predictions? What's everybody's score predictions for tomorrow's game? What do y'all think the score is going to be for tomorrow? Y'all let me know. And while y'all are trying to determine what that score prediction is, make sure that you don't forget to hit the like button. Also, share the channel with your friends and family. We have 2,999 subscribers. And if you share the channel with someone who loves football, you can help the old coach get 3,000 subscribers tonight. So share the channel with your friends and family. But while we're at it, I just want everybody to give me your score predictions. What y'all think the score is going to be tomorrow? Coach Wilder says, Coach, answer this question. How do you have 2.5 touchdowns? That don't make no sense. Oh man. I think you know how they do. It's a law of large numbers thing, Coach. They just trying to take a guess. So he's like, oh well, if they have 2, that'll be cool. But if they have 3, we could say we had it at 2.5. I think that's how they going about it, Coach. Oh man, so y'all give me your score predictions. Who's going to win this game tomorrow, and what's going to be the score? Coach Keelan said P says they weren't in soft zone last week. So what in the easy were they looking at, Coach? Break it down for me. Dun, dun, dun. That's a Superman chat. All right, Coach. So basically, what Dean Pease was saying, and I'm glad that you brought this up. What Dean Pease was saying is that he was saying that they were blown assignments. So apparently, they were still being aggressive, and they weren't just playing soft zone. They were blitzing, but apparently, people made moves they weren't supposed to make, and it caused blown coverage. It didn't look like blown coverage to me. Uh, I mean, I just look like we playing soft, Coach. Look like we just playing. I mean, I just being completely honest with you. Look, and the thing is that that's one of the things about football is like if you're on the outside looking in, some things might be like, why in the world did they do that? But there's normally a justification for it. But I, yeah, I know how I get. It's like I don't want people to be like, man, coach is defending the coach, kind of thing. But it's I'm sure there had to be some sort of justification for it. That's all I can say, coach. That's all I can say. Oh man, let me see what these score predictions talking about. Let me see what these score predictions talking about. So let's see, 20th century users in here. Y'all make sure y'all welcome 20th century user to the stream. He says another close one till the end, 27-17 Rams. Okay. I hear you on that, coach. LT says 26-10. Okay, 26-10 Falcons. All right, I got you, bro. Oh man. DJ ATL says 28-16. Coach Monty Moss says Big Low. You the next next Clefo dollar. You selling false hope to all the Falcons fans against the Rams. No, Bo. We know that we got a chance to win. Bubba Gump says Falcons 100, Lambs 0. King Kill to Devin Hester gonna have 3 kickoffs. What in the world? Oh man. Val says 24-35. Okay. Rams or Falcons though, Val. Rams or Falcons. Brent Dade says 28-3. Okay. 28-3 Falcons. All right. Christian says 25-22. Eduardo says 0-31. Rams. Goodness gracious. Ghost Pepper says 24-21. Falcons with the upset. Okay. JJ the Great says 31-23 Rams. I got to go with my gut, coach. Okay, ain't nothing wrong with that. Bridget says 28-10 Falcons. Okay. Key says Falcons 21-17. Devin C says 26-10 Rams. Oh man, Coach Wallace says 27-17 Falcons. Antoine Wartime 28-21 Falcons. Okay. Keelan says 30-10 Rams. I'm just being honest in his future voice. Oh man. Eduardo says 100-0 Falcons. Molly Mall says Pease was in a vanilla mesh defense. Oh, T Dirty says, y'all gonna headbutt and knock each other out, bro. Oh my goodness. Take Care Man says 31-27 ATL. Reese Cup says 24-21 Falcons in overtime. Woo, boy, that would be great. That would be great. Coach Wallace says, Coach, it looked like he was playing soft defense because the safety was playing too deep. Yeah, normally in one of those cases where that safety is still deep like that, normally whenever there's a blitz, that safety at least move over or move up. But it looked like we were still blitzing. And so it's like whenever he said there was a blown assignment, it's like, kind of like what they used to say back in the country, bro. You don't pee on my head and tell me it was raining. Don't pee on my head and tell me it was raining. D.A. Hunter says, let's get this W, coach. You already know what time it is. Take Care Man says, he says, see, like with the Quinn Falcons and these Falcons flying to the ball on D, but disappearing in the fourth quarter, is that conditioning, scheme, no depth, or just lazy? Dun, dun, dun. That's a Superman chat. Much love to you, Bo. I honestly think it's scheme. I feel like it's coaches to a certain extent not trusting their players, right? It's like you don't want to run that man coverage anymore, and you know that it's the end of the game. Legs are burning, people are sucking wind and things like that. And it's like, man, it's like we could just zone out, keep everything in front of us. I'm the coach. I'm smart. I know how to coach this team to victory. I'm the reason why we're in this situation now. So we're just going to play it safe and secure this win. And whenever the players don't do what they're supposed to do, it's the players' fault. I mean, low key, if we seriously look at what Dean P said, he kind of threw the players underneath the bus. I mean, I'm just calling it like I see it. He kind of threw the players underneath the bus. He said that the players blew an assignment. I mean, that's the kind of thing that you keep in house. Everybody don't need to know that if that is actually the case. But in my humble opinion, it seems like he was kind of looking for a scapegoat. Morgan says, hey, I'm just stopping by. Who that, fam? We love you in New Orleans, man. Much love to you, Bo. Much love to you. Definitely, definitely. Ooch Fire says 28-24. Okay. Okay. I like that. I like that. Be kind says, to be honest, I hope y'all win. Goes against the division, but I really don't like the Rams. Now, look, I know that y'all had a history with the Rams. Because if I'm not mistaken, be kind, you're a Falcons. I mean, I'm sorry, you a Saints fan. So I could imagine you not liking the Rams. Coach Wilder says, but I think we're going to play some zone defense because that's what the Bills did to Stafford. Yeah, I mean, yeah, they did. They did. So I mean, it's definitely going to be interesting. Definitely going to be interesting. And like I said, Morgan said, hey, man, they stole our ring. Like I said, I know y'all don't like the Rams. I know that it's, that's there's a long history there. But, we're going to try to secure this W for ourselves tomorrow. Definitely, definitely. And hopefully y'all will benefit from the residual effects. Brandon Simmons says, what in the world, Bo? I just got here. Well, definitely, man. I appreciate you for chilling out with us. I definitely do. I definitely do. But look, I'm just looking at the clock. It's game day. It's game day, guys. It's Sunday. It's time to lock it low now, Bo. We ready to go now. Unfortunately, the Falcons and the Rams, that game is going to be on the West Coast. So I think the game starts at 4:25 Eastern time. So we're gonna have to wait. We're gonna have to sit through it and everything. But moving forward, I'm definitely excited. Um, everybody else in their respective teams that are in here, good luck to you. Unless you're a Saints fan. Y'all know it's all love, man. Y'all know it's all love. But look, in the meantime, I need y'all to stay safe. Please don't do anything that I would do. Make sure that you hit that like button on your way out. I would definitely appreciate that. And look, let's enjoy some good football, man. It's about that time, Bo. It's about that time. But look, also make sure that you share the channel with your friends and family. Let them know that there's a good old country boy over here talking about sports. I need to give my score prediction. My apologies. I definitely didn't do it. 24-17 Falcons. Go ahead and put that on out there. 24-17 Falcons. But look, man, y'all be easy. Make sure that you share the channel with your friends and family. Hit that subscribe button if you hadn't hit it yet. And we ready. Take care, man. What in the world, Bo? Hello.